The other day, someone asked me the question, why do I still use the title of doctor? And they were very respectful about it, and they even said, you don't have to answer this question, but I have this question. And I'm happy to answer any question that you guys have. You can question me anytime. Because frankly, I think I should be worth my salt. I should be able to answer the questions that you have. And so if I don't have an answer to your question, I would love the opportunity to be able to bring that question to God and have an answer for you. With regard to this specific question, why do I still use the title of doctor? So I intentionally chose and had considered not putting the title of doctor on the books, but there is a reason why I put the title of doctor on the books. And in some of my earlier videos, I introduced myself as Dr. Carrie Horn. After a while, I just dropped the title on the videos because I just didn't think that it was really necessary. I wasn't feeling that it was necessary anymore. Nevertheless, my training in psychology, my training as a doctor in the field of psychology, my experience of having worked in various settings with different kinds of doctors in different hospitals, whether it would be a medical hospital or a psych hospital, my experiences of having been trained in a counterfeit Christian field that claims to be Christian psychology, which is sort of an oxymoron. My experiences of working with insurance companies or even holding insurance companies accountable. I mean, I've had experiences where an insurance company was threatening to take away the benefits of a particular patient. And I said to them, this is just wrong. You guys are doing this to these particular patients because they have no ability to speak up for themselves. And this needs to be exposed. And do you know that that insurance company no longer bothered me about that situation anymore? Isn't that interesting? So I've had experiences of people doing things that were outright illegal, and because I was willing to speak up like that and not be stupid, they suddenly changed their tune. Every experience that I have, by the way, is part of my testimony. It's part of the testimony that God has built in me. Now, originally I had thought, okay, well, I know that some people are going to take what I say seriously because they think that because I'm a doctor or because I have a doctorate in psychology that I somehow know something about something based on that doctorate in psychology. I'm well aware of that. But I want you to pay attention to how is it that I use my credentials, guys? Do I speak on the authority of my credentials or do I speak on the authority of God to debunk the authority of my credentials? So I don't actually use my credentials in order to gain status or glory or anything else. I use my credentials because my credentials are the basis by which I can debunk. I have the authority to debunk my credentials. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why, and I always knew, coming from where I come from, there was a reason why God allowed me to get a doctorate in psychology. There was no good reason why I would ever go to school, period. Go to college, be anything other than the nothing that my father thought I was going to be as a woman. So why did God do that with me? Why did he have me reading these books as a young child? And why did he have me so interested in this? Like even above and beyond my colleagues, okay? I used to go and I would read what we had to read for, curriculum, but I wasn't getting any answers. And so I liked to go to the bookstore and buy more books. Like I was like that kind of a nutty person. Always researching. You know what the word says about that? Always learning but never coming to understanding. That is exactly what I did. So I have the credentials to debunk the very credentials and training that I was given in the world. That's why I keep my credentials. That's why I keep my title, so that you know that I have the authority to speak against it. So I think the perspective that this person was coming from was you detest this knowledge or this, false knowledge that's represented in your credentials or in your title. So why do you still hold the title? And that's exactly why. Because it's still a title that God is using. I've not used it for myself, not once on this channel. Ever used it for myself. I've only used it for the understanding and the glory of God. So that's why, just want to clear up where I'm coming from on that. I think it's an excellent question and I think it deserves an answer in a video.